Welcome back to episode 10 of Wheel Cooking. It's time to spin the wheel and choose a recipe from that foodie Jess. We got Naruto ramen. Let's make it.
On episode 3, part 1 of Anime Inspired Eats, we're finally making Naruto's favorite ramen from Ichiraku Ramen. For part 1, we're first going to make the miso tare, which is a mixture of 2 types of misos and some other ingredients.
Let's start by making the miso tare. I got the white miso and red miso paste. I haven't made an actual ramen bowl before, so this should be pretty exciting. I'm also adding mirin, sake, light soy sauce, garlic, togarashi, and sesame seeds. Comparing the miso tare to the video, it looks kind of weird, but I think the taste should be okay.
Everything on low heat and cook until the alcohol smell disappears. And for the menma, we're just going to simmer it in the soy sauce mixture until nice.
Now I'm prepping the bamboo shoots with sesame oil and cooking it down with soy sauce, mirin, chicken powder, salt, and water. I would say bamboo shoots is one of the best toppings that I enjoy on my ramen.
Tomaki or fish cakes and slice those bad boys up. Then you just want to slice up your chashu, but don't worry, I'll be showing you how I made this in part 2.
It was kind of hard to find Naruto fish cakes. Fortunately enough, I was able to find a Japanese grocery store called Maruichi to do all my shopping. So in order to prep for the chasu, I had to make it the day before. Here, I'm just slicing the top and bottom part of the pork belly. In the video, the creator had a wider strip of pork belly, which makes it easier to roll up. Since the Asian grocery store had a smaller cut, I had to work with what I got. Since this was my first time making chasu, it was low-key kind of hard to tie the pork belly using meat twine. I think part of it was because it was a smaller cut. Now I'm pan-searing the pork belly and then adding water, soy sauce, mirin, green onions, garlic, ginger, and sugar to the pot to boil. Since I ran out of light soy sauce at the time of recording, I just used dark soy sauce. Now let that cook for 2 hours and simmer on low heat. This was the result after cooking the meat. It came out a lot darker compared to the video. This part of making the chasu was easy since I was adding the pork and sauce into the bag to sit in the fridge until the next day. This is what it looks like after removing the meat twine and cutting the chasu.
Then lastly, grab your ramen eggs and slice her up and ooh, does it look good? Since I'm lazy, I'm using a tonkotsu instant ramen pack, but feel free to make your own homemade broth. I mean, I could not be bothered.
For the marinated eggs, I used soy sauce, mirin, water, sugar, and sake and let it sit in the fridge for a couple of days. Since Jess used instant ramen, I decided to do the same.
Next up, you want to fry up your chashu or use a blowtorch if you're fancy. And now it's time to plate up and make it look like a ramen fit for a Hokage. Oops, spoiler alert. Lastly, it's time for our toppings. You want to go in with your chashu, your menma, your spring onions, ramen egg, narutomaki, and enjoy.
I know my chasu looks kind of ugly since it's a thicker slice, but I can promise you it tastes really good. Now it's time to plate. I add the miso tare, the broth. I use black sesame seeds, so that's the black things in the broth. Now the noodles, the seaweed, chasu, marinated egg, bamboo shoots, Naruto fish cake, and lastly spring onions. Stick it in. Naruto. Seaweed. I would rate this 9 out of 10. Let me know who I should cook.